Welcome to American Firearms Network. Thank you for joining our show. We are so appreciative. We hope you've been watching some of our shows and you like them. And if some of you who are new and like our show, we hope you subscribe. And please always feel free to leave comments below, good or bad. We welcome them. We love to hear the feedback. Today's show is Women and Guns. Women and Guns. So before we start, I'm a little sensitive to this topic, and I know we're going to talk a little bit about every scenario, but I think women can do anything a man can do with a gun. I don't know why there's always separate everything. Why do we have to separate? And I know there's some reasons that you're going to get into a little bit, and we'll talk about it, but women can do anything a man can do with a gun if they train and practice, period. Okay, that's my thoughts. Instructor Paul, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see a woman handling a firearm. And in this day and age where we have so much violence against women, it's a good thing for a woman to go out there and get some kind of training with a firearm. It's very, very important. I've taken my daughters out, my young daughters out, and I've shown them.
You have 4 daughters?
Four daughters,
4 daughters.
And I've went out and I've taught them, you know, the fundamentals about firearms and the safety procedures and being able to defend themselves with a firearm. So I think if you can, as a woman, and you want to, I would go ahead and I would say, listen, go ahead and do the training. Do not allow anybody to stop you from training, because like Todd said, you can do anything you want to do. And making sure that you find a good instructor that's going to be able to teach you the basics of firearms.
Right. And some of the arguments, you know, women versus men with guns and all this is maybe women a little, right? They don't have all the physicals as a man has, like maybe the smaller hands. They don't have the upper body strength, which I can understand a little bit. Yeah. But still, you can buy a beautiful, powerful gun that fits your hand. There's so many different models out there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And you know, as far as your upper body strength, the more you practice, the more you train, and if you get into carrying a gun and you maybe work out a little bit on your upper body, get a little stronger, but don't let anyone tell you you can't do anything a man, can do. You can do anything a man can do. And, you know, oh, my wife would be good with a revolver. Why is your wife good with a revolver? Why can't she carry a semi-automatic? Yeah. What does that even mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Oh, my wife, nice little revolver for my wife. Oh, for what?
For what?
My wife goes to the range. She's getting so good now. She's getting so good. She's a beast. She takes all my guns. You know, she's getting really, really good. You don't need to give your wife the revolver or the little 380 or the little 22. Your wife can carry whatever she wants. You know, unless you're making her scared or intimidating, train her if you know how to use a gun. Let her practice. Trust me, sometimes they end up being better than the husbands. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. I've trained with many women who are amazing and better than me and incredible and know how to use a gun amazingly. So. Yeah.
You know? And I agree with Todd 100%, but also there are women that just want to take it slow. I've had women that don't want to use a 9mm. They want to use a 22. They don't like the sound of the gun. They don't like the recoil, how the gun feels. So as an instructor, I have to be mindful of that. I have to make sure that when I'm taking a woman out on the range, I make sure that I'm thinking about her needs and what she wants, because that's so important. Because one bad experience could throw her off training forever.
Women, also men. Yeah. Right? It's the same thing.
Same thing.
I do agree that for some reason, I think it's just society as a whole. You know, women not carrying guns. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's society, you know, as a whole. Women don't carry guns, right? As a whole in general, right? So having just women's classes, and we've had a couple, are helpful because maybe they just want to be with the other people, they're intimidated by being with men. Exactly. So a women's class could be good, right? And a lot of times they enjoy it and they want to come to all women's class. They don't want to be with the men who might know more and that intimidating factor that adds to the intimidation. But again, I'll say this again. If you're a woman carrying a gun and you want to learn how to carry a gun, train. We all were scared a little bit and intimidated in the beginning, whether you're a man, whoever you are. You'll just get through the fear by training, and the more you practice, the more you get used to the sounds, the more you get used to handling your gun, you'll be as good as your husband or any man out there. It's all how much time and practice you put into it.
Yeah, yeah. And I want to just continue to encourage our women out there that have already started the journey with firearms training. I love to see a woman using a firearm. It's empowering, and we're living in a world today where there's so much violence and there's so much fear out there. To be able to take care of your own security as a woman is so important. So I would love you guys to continue training, but most of all, continue training safe. Take care and God bless.